What you're about to hear is a theoretical reflection, not a statement of creed or absolute fact. Just as science builds theories to explain the unseen forces of nature, this video explores one Quranic verse through both faith and reason. The goal is not to prove or disprove, but to wonder, to think deeply, and to remind ourselves that the pursuit of knowledge is an act of worship. In the Qur'an, Allah says, He created the Jinn from a smokeless flame of fire. But what does that really mean? Here, we will delve deeper into this verse. This is a topic most Muslims rarely discuss, because it sits at the crossroads of faith and science. Many today think religion and science cannot mix, that one belongs to the heart and the other to the lab. Yet in Islam, this divide never truly existed. During the golden age of Islam, scholars like Ibn Sina, Al-Biruni, and Ibn al-Haytham explored astronomy, chemistry, and metaphysics together, seeing knowledge as one unified truth. To them, studying creation was another way of knowing the Creator. In this video, we will look into one verse of Revelation through the lens of modern science and rediscover how both speak the same language of wonder.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم خلق الجان من مارج من نار.
In the Quran, Allah describes this creation in Surah Ar-Raḥmān, and He created the Jinn from a smokeless flame of fire. In Arabic, min marijin min nar means from a mixed, flickering, pure flame. The 14th century scholar Ibn Kathīr, author of Tafsir Al-Qur'an Al-Rāzī min al-Bidāyah wal-Nihāyah, explained that this marij is the purest and hottest part of the flame, without smoke or soot. And if we reflect on that today using our knowledge in modern science, we find something profound. We know since no fire on earth, even at complete combustion, is ever fully smokeless. Ibn Kathir's description suggests this is not an earthly fire at all, but a form of pure energy beyond our physical realm. The great theologian Fakhr al-Din Al-Rāzī, author of Tafsir al-Kabir, one of the most analytical and philosophical commentaries of the Qur'an, described this smokeless fire as a subtle, penetrating essence that moves freely through air and space. To him, it was an energetic creation, capable of motion and thought, yet unlike any physical being we know. Imam Al-Qurṭubī, the Andalusian jurist and author of Al-Jami' li Ahkam al-Qur'an, described this flame as a subtle fire, unseen by the eye, yet capable of real effect. His words mirror what we know as plasma, a state of matter that glows with energy, yet produces no smoke or residue. In our world, every fire, from the smallest candle to the largest inferno, is bound by one rule. It needs fuel, oxygen, and it always leaves smoke or residue behind. Even in perfect conditions, scientists call it complete combustion, when all carbon turns to carbon dioxide and all hydrogen becomes water vapor. Yet, even then, microscopic soot and unreacted particles still remain. True smokeless fire cannot exist on Earth, but beyond our atmosphere, the universe burns differently. There exists another kind of fire, one not born of wood or oil, but of atoms themselves. When the gases of hydrogen and helium become superheated, their electrons tear away, creating a state we call plasma. It glows without smoke, it burns without fuel, and it makes up 99% of the visible universe, from lightning and auroras to the very heart of the stars. Unlike earthly fire, plasma is not chemical, it's atomic. its matter stripped to its essence, alive with energy. Could this be what the Qur'an meant by a smokeless flame of fire? A form of creation born not of earthly chemistry, but of cosmic energy itself. The Qur'an tells us of three origins of three creations. Humans, made from clay, water, but solid and grounded. Angels, made from light, pure and constant. Jinn, made from smokeless fire, swift and unseen. If humans are biological and angels photonic, then the jinn may exist as energetic beings, created from a state of matter we can feel but never see. A being made of energy would not reflect light as we do. It could pass through matter, shift shape, or vanish from sight, not by magic, but by the very laws of its composition. Imagine existing partly in another dimension where space and time behave differently. Theoretical physicists, from Einstein, who described space-time as four-dimensional, to Michio Kaku, who speaks of higher spatial planes in hyperspace, have long proposed that reality may extend beyond what our senses perceive. If we were three-dimensional creatures living on a flat surface, a being from a fourth dimension could see all that we hide. Every wall, every barrier, every inner space, and could move through our world as effortlessly as a hand passing through water. Consider the ant upon a sheet of paper. It knows only forward, backward, left, and right. Cannot look above, but we, as three-dimensional beings, can touch its world, lift it, or move unseen between its paths. To that ant, our interference would appear miraculous, even divine. So imagine the jinn, creations of smokeless fire, not as phantoms, but as four-dimensional beings of plasma and energy, intersecting our limited space for only a moment before vanishing again. To us, they seem unseen, but to them, it is simply natural movement within their own plane of existence. Now imagine being made of that substance, radiant, fluid, and powerful. You might see yourself as a superior to beings of dust and mud. Perhaps this is where arrogance was born. Iblis, created from fire, refused to bow to Adam, created from clay. He said, "I am better than him. You created me from fire and him from clay." But greatness is not in what you're made of. It's in obedience to the one who made you. The Qur'an's language bridges the unseen and the seen. What it calls smokeless fire, science calls energy or radiation. Revelation and reason are not enemies. They are two mirrors facing the same truth, that all of existence is a spectrum of energy moved by the command of the Creator. From dust to flame to light, every form of creation is part of one continuum. What energy slows, it becomes matter. When matter burns, it returns to light. All things, seen and unseen, share the same essence and return to the same source. He created the jinn from a smokeless flame of fire. 14 centuries ago, this verse described the unseen. Today, it still calls us not to fear what we don't understand, but to reflect on how vast creation truly is. Every spark, every atom, every star is a reminder that the universe burns with purpose, and that behind its light, there's always the light of the Creator. If you found meaning in this reflection, subscribe for more journeys where faith and knowledge meet.